when the moonshine is crying, then silence has broken. The darkest truth, the things she remembered have never been rude. Replicant or human, I know the way to show, yeah. What do I see? What will I find? No answer in sight. Time, what is time? I wish I knew how to tell you why it hurts to know our emotions. Time, what is time? I like them all. Let's see the truth. That time is time again. Whispering, these dreams were never mine. It's cold inside. It's gone forever. The things he saw, who can say what's wrong or right? The vision of a free life. His eyes had seen it all. For what he's asking, the vision. I know it's all a lie. I remember his past life, and I remember time. What did I see? What have I done? God, I knew the answers when he felt so tired. Time, what is time? I'm locked the door, no left me in. I am the one, your destiny. Time, what is time? Reality, it hurts me so when time is time again. Look into my eyes, feel the fear just for a while. I'm a replicant and I love to live. Is it all over now? Only this years I live, but I'm singing. Time, what is time? He saw it clearly. It's too late. It does not heal. It lets us forget. Time, what is time? We'll never know. So don't take care. That time is time again. Should I forget the way I feel? God, he knows how long I tried. Feel there is no reason to cry. I live my life and fortune dreams forever. Yesterday seems like a dream no more. Frozen memories laughing, don't let me find the truth. Am I born to be a king or a jester of the fools? You're the mystical old bard on your journey through the dark. Mystical old bard, your journey through the dark. I can't remember my name. I never knew how to find my. I can't remember my name. Come tell me where will it end? I'm the chosen one to perform all the things not for me. In illusions and reality, I'm on my journey through the dark. I'm on my journey through the mystical old bard. On your journey through the dark. Mystical old bard. Your journey through the I can't remember when I ever find myself. The distance is growing, my hope has gone away. A flash of light, but nothing changes. When will it end? Which part of me remains? Soon I'll be back on my ferry boat of tales, where minute rains it will take all of me. Mystical old bard, on your journey through the dark. Mystical old bard, your journey through the dark. I am lost in the black chamber. There's no way to turn back. It takes me down forevermore, and death would be so sweet. I'm possessed by the old creature who had planned all to take my soul. Too late for me, in my hands it lies, I thought. But I failed, now he's in me. My soul is lost in his black chamber. I'm gone. distance, and he's waiting for me to enter Talon. His paths seem strange, but they're always planned. Seldom he succeeds about his own fate. He tries to conquer it, this is life. Hello, be the game. Of life and innocence, God's waiting for him. Join us at the road to fate. There are no two paths. Feel the way. We stepped into his life. Agony. Healing crucified. Death awaits. Lacking at store. Agony. The clock will strike the end. Reflect and fade away. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The love clock strikes and you obey like a candlelight that ashes to ashes, dust to dust. When the love clock strikes, you will obey. Night isn't here to stay. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The love clock strikes and you obey. Light shows the right way. Morning is whispering in my head. Too late to say goodbye. Too late. The last breath is done. Deliverance at all. He's born to find this end. I am the one who's calling. Obey my call into the cemetery. Don't be afraid to step into the dark. Be sure that my voice will take you home. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The love clock strikes and you obey like a candlelight that ashes to ashes, dust to dust. When the love clock strikes, you will obey. Night isn't here to stay. This is life. Hello, vida gay. Now you all know the bards and their songs. When hours have gone by, I close my eyes. In a world far away, we may meet again. But now hear my song about the dawn of the night. Let's sing the bard song. Tomorrow will take us away, far from home. No one will ever know our names, but the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow will take it away, the fear of today, it will be gone due to our magic songs. There's only one song left in my mind. Tales of a brave man who lived far from here. Now the bard songs are over and it's time to leave. No one should ask you for the name of the one who tells the story. Tomorrow will take us away, far from home. No one will ever know our names, but the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow all will be known, and you're not alone. So don't be afraid in the dark and cold, 'cause the bard songs will remain. They all will remain in my thoughts and in my dreams. They're always in my mind. These songs of hobbits, dwarves and men, and elves, come close your eyes. You can see them too. Meanwhile, the void is bearing space. Meanwhile, it seems we lose the race. Will it go wrong again? This is not the answer. We must find reason. It does no harm, it does no good. Unreal, no winter. I will come to life now. Hush now and let it rest in silence. Hush now and let it move on. In your cold asylum, shadow, things will come into motion. Shadows, time comes to life. Imagine stars while you shape the solar systems into existence. Expand inside. Expand inside. They caught that signal from the other side. We've heard a voice say, now let it begin. Let it begin again. Rome embrace, there's no frontier. There is life beyond the spheres. Endless space, the cannot describe the black hole inside us, absorbing the numb feeling. The empty room, my hollow shrine. What will remain? Who's left behind? Without sound, they disappeared. Without a sound, God interfered. We all witnessed the rapture, and we mourn for those who got lost in the great divide. The great divide. We're not burning, we slowly rot, not fade away. The green, let it be no more. May it be undone. Let it be no more. Things will stay the same, no change. Make me feel. Since heaven doesn't care, we are doomed to stay here. Keep on waiting upon your roofs to meet the end. Feel purified, feel proof inside. Believe in the world. That's why you're burning. To be the spark, to be the flame, to be. Let it be no more. May it be undone. Let it be no more. Oh, where have they gone? Have they gone? Let me know. Let me see. Just comfort your mind. Still confidence lies bleeding. While things proceed, there be no change. Something must be wrong. Something must be wrong. Let it be no more. May it be undone. Let it be no more. For the chosen ones are free. Let it be.
Glow-ups have reached new levels with the rise of something called looks maxing. You have become the face, if you will, of looks maxing.
I just got logged.
You there, shush, and witness
this jawline. I must have, unironically, one of the weakest jawlines in. Look at that! Look at that side profile! Look at that! Oh my god! Is it over? Guys, I can't see the camera. Is it over for me? Is it over? Now, there has been a war on looks maxing for a very long time. Genuinely, I have never known a bigger rate of body dysmorphia than in the past 3 years. It's even gotten so bad that little children are walking up to big YouTubers and basically mogging them.
I just got mogged.
You simply can't escape looks maxing. If you're not waking up at 3 in the morning every day, putting cold, dry ice on your face to reduce puffiness, and then also taking your and then if you put it in the roof of your mouth for 7 hours a day, if you're not doing that, you will never looks max, and you will always be a beta male with a disgusting jawline. Why'd I do that? Why did I do that? Autism. There is a race of young men with body dysmorphia to race to the mountain of looks maxing to be crowned the looks maxing god. Now, looks maxing is a tale as old as time. It's basically people that want to look better, and this hasn't helped with the inclusion of short form content, like for example Instagram Reels, TikTok. You'll scroll, you'll see someone 5 years younger than you with a jawline that you will never achieve unless you had some kind of like Syrian Superman DNA. So then you kind of put your phone down and you think, okay, yep, it's over for me. Because I think what most people need to realize is unless you're getting surgery or you won the genetic lottery, you're probably never going to have the jawline that people are telling you can get. Now, there's 2 characters I want to talk about in today's video because they've been very popular in the mocking scene. That is Syrian Psycho and Jordan Barrett. Syrian Psycho is because he looks like Patrick Bateman, the American Psycho, and Jordan Barrett because his chin looks like a Barrett 50 cal. Now, they had a Sigma mog-off, and it led the king of looks maxing to believe he has been decrowned. Did I say those words, man? Did I actually say that unironically? Just take me back to like commentary, just surf gameplay, playing prototype, man. This is too much. Imagine if you said those words to like a Victorian child. They would just drop dead immediately. The culture of looks maxing has actually existed since 2014, but it's definitely been supercharged in the past couple of years, exclusively because of TikTok. The looks maxing tightrope is very dangerous because on one side, you've got all the people going, haha, this is so funny. I could never achieve this, lol. It's all satirical, guys. It's ironic. And then you have the other half that will genuinely get some kind of body dysmorphia from witnessing so many conventionally attractive models and thinking it's over for them. And also, I think looks maxing is a very easy rabbit hole to fall into. I mean, myself, right? I thought I was a pretty okay looking guy. And then you see all these people that are like, you know, 18 and they've just already got like this chiseled like Zeus jawline. It's like, bro, I never had a chance. I never had a chance. I think one of the reasons why looks maxing became so popular is a couple years ago, there was a huge hyperfixation with Gen Z and Patrick Bateman. And a lot of people wanted to aspire to get on his level. And then a lot of people came out saying, oh, you can't do that. The book was actually wrote by a woman and it was Chris. Shut up. Woman talking. Woman be quiet. I'm looks maxing. But to be fair, the entire point of Patrick Bateman was to show, you know, it was a criticism of that yuppie culture. And it was a huge criticism of capitalism. Do I think capitalism's bad? I used to. Now I've got money. The amount of people that are going to take that seriously. Capitalism is just it's just saying capitalism is bad. It's just a cope because you're poor. You simply didn't get your money up and now your rent is due. But despite the entire point of American Psycho criticizing how much of a terrible person Patrick Bateman is, the guy, Christian Bale, that played him was conventionally attractive during that film. I want to say, by the way, Christian Bale that played Patrick Bateman, he was 26 when they filmed American Psycho. I'm 27. It's over. No, it's actually over. Like, I never had a chance. Why don't you just try getting a job? And this is where we're led to the face of looks maxing, Kareem Shami. And his name, of course, is Syrian Psycho. Get it? American Psycho, but he's from Syria. I mean, to be fair, he does look like Patrick Bateman if you have like a side-by-side comparison. Now, if you're not aware of the looks maxing trend, clearly you're not Sigma enough, or you just turned 16. Even though looks maxing has been around for a while, Kareem basically popularized it because he documented himself changing from a beta male to a real Sigma, and then at the same time trying to get other young men to follow in his footsteps to also become Sigma. I know this sounds like an Andrew Tate thing. I know, just stick with me on this, okay? And that in of itself is really commendable, and Kareem has had a huge blow up, basically being like a zero follower Andy to someone that has now millions of followers. You know, this guy has got nearly 2 million followers on one account, 400,000 on another account, and then 500,000 on Instagram. So he's definitely incredibly successful from this. And I think there is something commendable about someone trying to get people to improve their kind of looks, because if you improve your looks, chances are you improve your self-worth. And I really think, especially male culture, because I've looked at the analytics of this channel, it is a goddamn sausage fest, by the way. Kareem is someone that is trying to get young men to improve their confidence, whether that's through the way they act, maybe their appearance, so they look at themselves in the mirror, they're happy with it, and their confidence goes up. And I respect it, because most like kind of fitness culture, especially on TikTok, it's just like 17-year-olds that somehow put on like double their body weight in a month, and then they claim that they're natty. Like it's just embarrassing. I know this sounds like a personal dig. I see you doing this, by the way. Whenever like someone that is like really young and it's so obvious they got hyped on trend, and then the comments are calling them out saying they're on trend, they'll purposely like every single comment saying great job, but they'll avoid the ones accusing them of being on trend. Now, Kareem's backstory is really interesting because he talks about how he's basically changed his face with zero surgery. And this started when he was being bullied in Lebanon as a child due to his family being misplaced during the Syrian war. He was then able to invest some time into himself when he was like 17, going on to 20, and completely transformed himself. And like, I gotta say, the glow up there is insane. He has done an amazing job. Now, I do want to say there is obviously a lot of aspects to this as well. The kind of camera that was used, the focal lens, the hairstyle, the structure of the eyes. Like, are the eyes like squinted or are they open? It kind of calls back to me in a non-gay way, by the way, when PewDiePie took a picture of himself topless with a six-pack, and he even admitted himself that the reason why he looks so good is simply because of the lighting. He doesn't look like that wherever he's going. It's just obvious that people that take pictures of themselves, they have like a lot of setup. I mean, you can even see as well for Kareem, like on the right picture, like the updated one, he does look amazing. He's done an insane job, but you know, there's much better lighting as well. I mean, the picture on the left, it looks like an airport toilet, and then the one on the right, there's obviously some kind of ring light to kind of glow up his face a bit. I mean, even to talk about me for a second, like I have no natural lighting. The only lighting I get is from my monitors, and then like, you know, kind of natural daylight as well. And the natural daylight can cast a really harsh light on my face. So sometimes during recording, I can look okay, and then other times I'll just look like a washed up Casper the Ghost. I think that's one thing people really need to take into consideration with these kind of pictures and with these kind of transformations. Lighting is everything. I mean, if you want a classic example, Demi Lovato, right? She's an okay looking girl. And then you have this, the poop face, because the lighting is just absolutely horrendous. She was caught at a bad angle. There is not a single person on earth that you can't improve or downgrade their appearance solely based on, you know, structure and lighting. So Kareem, with his own improved facial appearance, went on to share that information with the masses, and bam, he is now the face and CEO of Looks Maxing. Now, the problem is maintaining relevancy is just as hard as gaining it in the first place, especially with how short form content has taken over the internet. Everything now is supercharged. You could be famous in a day, and then by the end of the week, no one talks about you. Harambe? I never knew him. So Kareem, originally trying to help young men, still doing that, but then took it the next step, turning it into kind of more like an entertainment aspect. And at the minute, he is selling an online course and platform called Mogwarts, not only to help his fan base, but to also make some money on the side as well. I'm not doing a bit, by the way. I actually did try to reach out to him, because what this guy does is like he reviews famous streamers and like people's facial structures and stuff to get a glimpse on how they look. I did reach out to him, and this guy ghosted me. Unlucky. But yeah, if you look at Mogwarts, you can see it's like $20 a month, and that is apparently supposedly a discount. That is a lot of money, but I can imagine there are a lot of people that are insecure about their appearance and would easily pay that. Now, like I said earlier, Kareem will actually do reviews of popular streamers. Obviously, they never asked beforehand. This is another way to maintain relevancy. He's done people like Neon, unlucky, Kai Cenat, Queso, Jinxie, iShowSpeed, Aiden Ross. Like, he has covered most of the popular streamers.
Queso, otherwise known as Tanner Newland, you've been accepted to Mogwarts School of Profound Self-Improvement, where we're going to change your life. Welcome on board. Let's start with a scan first. Just need one photo for UMax to do its magic. Here are the results. Just by looking at the scan results, you might think it's over for Mr. Queso over here, but UMax did leave him with a 74 score for potential. Just looking at his face over here, the lowest score happens to be in the lower midsection of his face, the jaw, and then the cheekbones. A clean shave will suffice, paired with that of a serious caloric deficit, morning icing for that rosacea, to give us a pristine result of a chiseled jaw. It's all under there, it's just masked.
I'll be honest, I do want Kareem to kind of review my face, but the scores are going to be like, it's gonna be like single digits, man. I don't know. I don't know. Could you imagine that if he just reviews my face and the potential is just zero? It's like, nah, we can't help, bro. You're done. He does say that his content is based on... Can't even say the word based. I can't even say that word seriously in this video. He says his content is formed around presenting yourself as opposed to wanting to look a certain way. He also says that the self-improvement he went through the process actually gave him more confidence than the final result.
And with my content, I don't preach starve maxing and I do talk about mewing a little bit, but it's not specifically those that make a person.
What do you preach on looks maxing?
I preach basically perfecting your presentation, your style, your scent, the way your hair looks, your skin.
The confidence you have, do you attribute it to the fact that you doubled down on looks maxing and said, I need to prioritize what I'm presenting, even though some of it was not your control? You can't control if you're born with dark circles.
No,
you can't
of course
control
not,
acne. These aren't anything you did wrong, but it's what society judges you
This
from.
is the saddening part of things. This is, at the end of the day, how society is structured. And I teach people that, hey, looks do play a role. They are one part of who you are as a person. So, of course, you have to take care of other things in your life. But presentation is key. People judge you in milliseconds. And I think that in this moment in time, I fixated on it. I fixed it. And I'll tell you that improving my looks isn't the reason why I'm confident. It's the process that gave me that confidence.
So you were striving for confidence. And do you have it now?
Yeah. Whole lot better than before, at least.
All right.
I wouldn't be here, yeah.
All right.
And I do respect it because I think a lot of people out there are incredibly insecure about the way they look. They're not happy with their appearance, but also you can be invested into improving yourself too far that you do make the wrong choices. Now, I've yapped enough about the history of Kareem. It is very, very extensive, but I would like to introduce player 2 into this story, Jordan Barrett. Now, Jordan Barrett is a model and he was promoting a male-centered hair solution called Based Bodyworks. I'm not joking, by the way, like he actually called it that and he fully knows like what based actually means. And he was collabing along with Kareem to make content for the brand. That was until a video came out of them having a mog off. This is current year, man. This is current year. Jesus Christ. And a lot of people pointed out that Jordan was actually mogging on Kareem. Kareem obviously being known as one of the most conventionally attractive people on TikTok, the CEO of Looks Maxing, only to get mogged by someone that apparently has genetics. It's over.
Bring over the base. What is it? It's clay, you guys.
It's based. Secret.
It's a new product, right?
It's based.
That's the salt spray right there.
You want to compete with the Mug King? Keep up. You ready?
Alright, I'm gonna try this out.
Don't blink, you'll miss it. I'll fix you up. Now you'll be based. Look at me.
I'm being manhandled.
He's getting mugged yet?
No, I think I'm still being mugged.
I think your looks maxing. Wait, hang on. Turn there, catch that light. Yep.
He's not in the light anymore.
Catch that light.
I'll be honest, Jordan has looks that are so unobtainable, he almost looks like a deep fake. Now, again, it's two bros hanging out. Like, why would you care if one is like, better looking than the other? Well, the problem is that's their entire community. Their entire community has been based around... I can't say that word. It's been formed around looks maxing. Now, a lot of people were like semi-sarcastically saying in the comments, like, Kareem, you've done all this looks maxing, all this effort. Well, Jordan just has better genetics. It's over. But you need to keep in mind that Jordan Barrett is actually a model. He's an Australian model, and he's probably had loads of work done. Like, for example, buccal fat removal and a very healthy diet of White Claw and cigarettes. People have also done comparisons to Jordan's face from the previous year, saying he's got like, a lot more, his face is a lot more filled out compared to how skinny he looks now. This could be surgery, it could just be aging. Obviously, he's a model, it's his choice to make, because as we know, model standards are just comedically bad. Even Kareem was completely self-aware, posting like an edit of himself where, he looked less Sigma. And that's all well and good for a meme, but some people actually thought, like, are these comments getting to him, or is he pulling a KSI and just like beating a dead meme? After all of this, he started posting more content on his second TikTok talking about the mogging incident. It's just saying like mogging incident with a straight face, man. Initially, he was showing off all the stuff that he has to put on or do before the shoot with Jordan, with the caption saying all of this just to get mogged by Jordan Barrett. He then posted some other TikToks saying, remember to never compare yourself to others, regardless of the fact that he got mogged. I mean, it's true. He is spitting facts. Comparison will pretty much always be the thief of joy. You could be a billionaire, a trillionaire. You could have a happy family. But if you're always comparing to someone else, you'll never be happy. He even dressed up and questioned if Jordan would be Homelander in comparison. But what's a bit more concerning is he recently posted a TikTok, and keep in mind, this entire video, I've been talking about the fact that Kareem is just completely natty. He was 0 to 100 solely on just self-improvement, no surgery. But despite that, he posted a video of him getting his face scanned with the caption, "Bro's done playing fair." So I'm sure he's playing into a bit, but I like to believe in my head, he basically got mugged so badly that he resorted to getting surgery to see how he could improve his mugging skills. I like how the top comment on this as well is, "Jordan Barrett traumatized my bro." It's like all those years of confidence he's got, he just completely regressed over one single mugging incident. Again, I do think this is a bit he's playing into the meme, but also, was his confidence actually throttled during this whole mugging? I mean, to be fair, like the fact that he's like self-made looks maxing as opposed to, you know, Jordan Barrett, an actual model, I think he did a very good job. I mean, it does worry me a bit. I don't want to be like, you know, Reddit armchair therapist, but he did actually say that the entire reason he looks maxed in the first place is because he was bullied as a child. Now, I think personally, no one is a stranger to having their appearance made fun of. I mean, personally, I've built the latest era of my career of being a punching bag, right? Like, you know, the whole double chin joke. I have no jawline. My haircuts are always terrible. My haircuts are always terrible. You know, someone at some point has probably said a comment towards you that has made you uncomfortable, and you might have even hyperfixated on it. It's an unfortunate part of life, I think, especially because of social media. We're not really allowed to live in a bubble anymore. You know, when you post a picture or a video of yourself online, it's going to be scrutinized by a lot of people. I mean, this has always been a thing as well. There was like on Tumblr, which I talked about recently, there was actually a whole thigh gap trend there, like well over a decade ago. Now that trend should have stayed dead, but it was actually revived by TikTok in the form of a legging legs trend. I think there has and always will be an obsession with, you know, worryingly thin being beautiful. The worst thing is I am like the worst advocate for this because everyone knows what I'm into now. I feel like I'm not even allowed to talk about this. But being serious, on social media, you know, like that not only people are dealing with body dysmorphia, eating disorders. I think because a lot of people grow up, like especially women as well, they grow up like, you know, looking at the Kardashians and stuff, and that is such a twisted version of what a natural woman would look like. These are people that have had hundreds and thousands of dollars spent on surgeries to improve their face, to look better. We know this. We know they've had surgery. We know it's not natural, but still our brain thinks, okay, I'm not doing something here. Why are these people looking better than me? And I think what Kareem is doing and the whole looks maxing trend, I think there is definitely some kind of benefit there. I think it can help a lot of people build confidence through self-improvement. But then there are people that are going to be obsessed with it. They're going to make it their entire personality. They're not going to see an improvement at the end of the day after mewing for 7 hours in the mirror, and they're going to think, yep, I'm done. It's over. I just think it's difficult because we're making a supercharged culture of like, there is no in between, right? You're either an alpha sigma giga chad or you're a beta cuck. Like there is no in between now. I mean, there was actually a great film that came out recently called The Substance, and that is a very good satirical film talking about, you know, falling off and that kind of self-loathing that you have as you age. There's even been tweets posted about The Substance of like the main character when she's aged looking in the mirror with the caption, "Me leaving the 18 to 24 age bracket." It's over. It's over. I know this isn't really what Kareem is talking about, or, you know, the whole looks maxing trend, but I do find it funny that films like The Substance kind of remind everyone that, oh my God, we're all getting older. There's nothing we can do. But, you know, aging is something that we all deal with, right? And I feel like it's something that's so, like, terrifying. We kind of just put it all to the back of our mind. I mean, even right now, me talking about it, you might be thinking, oh, damn, he's right. Like, we're actually all getting older. And then as soon as you'll finish the video, you'll just think, oh, anyways, and then probably go back to playing Dead by Daylight or something. I know it's always been a tale as old as time. Like, you know, it's very oversimplified, right? Like, move around more, touch some grass, eat the right foods. That does work for a lot of people, but then for some people, it doesn't. Some people might not be able to exercise. Some people might not be able to afford the right foods because, as we know, processed garbage is way more cheap and affordable than the actual high quality meats and high quality vegetables that aren't, you know, filled with garbage preservatives. I do think it's important because I know a lot of people that watch this channel, they are young, right? Like they're going to be like my age, 27, or they're going to be younger. Maybe some people are older as well. But I do think it's important to take care of yourself now, because if you don't take care of yourself now, it's going to be a lot harder to do so when you're older, when your body slows down. But I do want to end the video on, I think everyone should definitely take more care of themselves if they're not already. If you're wondering what I'm going to do after this video, I'm going to go look in my mirror over there and I'm going to try and looks max and mug myself for the next hour. Guys, do I have a chance? Look. I've got a chance, guys. I don't need buccal fat removal, I promise.
thousands of leaked messages from an official MrBeast work chat. I verified the legitimacy of these chats with multiple former employees, and let me tell you, they are absolutely insane.
It's John Smith linking Jimmy Donaldson's wiki feet and then saying, my feet are a 4.8 out of 5.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Mine are a 5 out of 5.
Oh.
Don't want to brag, but that's embarrassing.
I know. Another MrBeast video. I'm honestly so sick and tired talking about MrBeast, KSI, Lunchly, and if anything, right now, I wish I could be having a really wholesome experience playing the new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign on veteran difficulty.
Ooh. Okay, Akimbo, no. Not Akimbo, I'm sorry. Akimbo's awful. Dolphin dive! I did not mean to do that.
But this one is really important to talk about because apparently the FBI are now getting involved. So as of late July this year, MrBeast and his company have been involved in a lot of hot water, to say the least. They've been involved in a lot of controversy, and it only really seems to be getting bigger and more complicated as time goes on. Now, there are many moving parts here. There are a lot of seasons of the MrBeast courtroom drama, so I would not blame you if you forgot certain aspects. In late July this year, there were allegations, very serious ones, levied against Ava Chris Tyson, who's a very close friend of MrBeast at the time and also an employee. I've already talked about what those allegations are at great length, and I'd also like to keep the video under 3 hours. But basically, Ava came out with a tweet saying that she's leaving the company, they're ending it amicably, only for MrBeast to shortly come out afterwards saying, no, you're being booted off, and also you're being investigated. And very shortly after that, an ex-MrBeast employee had a YouTube channel called Dogpack404 where he uploaded a lot of expose videos on MrBeast, his management, his company. There are a lot of allegations in the first video, like for example talking about faking and rigging challenges, entire videos, running illegal lotteries, targeting kids with these business practices, and also selling fake autographed merch.
Also, using archive.org, we can see what the website looked like on the day of the stream, and while there's no mention of any sweepstakes whatsoever, it does say this limited tee signed by MrBeast and crew, but the description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew. And it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast. So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away.
Now, there are a lot of people in the background who don't like MrBeast. You know, they might make like a little jab about him on Twitter or in the private group chat, say that they don't like his content, but this was the first example of a huge expose made on him that got tens of millions of views, and at the time, and still is, a really huge deal, to the point that news outlets actually started to report on it. Not just like commentary slop channels, but actual news outlets. There were companies like Metro, Sports Illustrated, and of course, the most reliable journalistic source of integrity, Know Your Meme. And for whatever reason, that exposed video actually has its own IMDb page as well. To be fair, apparently I have my own IMDb page as well, and also the Huck Tour podcast has its own IMDb page as well. And for a brief time, ironically, it was actually voted higher than the entirety of Breaking Bad. So at the end of August, Dogpack would release 2 more videos. And as of recording, these 3 videos are the only videos on that channel right now. Now, one thing I do find really bizarre about these videos, I'm not sure whether it's like a YouTube algorithm thing or the fact that the news cycle is just so quick, people forget about things after like a day they come out. But if you look at the Dogpack videos, the first video, 15 million, that is insane. And then the second video, 12 million views. That is still insane numbers. But then the third one only has around 3 million views. That is like a good 70% drop off. Like, again, I know everyone's got ADHD. The way the news cycle works, people forget things like as soon as they, I mean, people watching this slop video, you'll probably forget half the things that I've said after this video. But even taking that into consideration, that is a insane drop off in views. Now, in Dogpack's second video, he talks more about the mistreatment of employees and contestants within the MrBeast company. Now, Dogpack throughout this video is interviewing Jake Weddle, who's also a comedian as well. And I would also like to specify sometime after this Dogpack video came out, MrBeast on his Twitter account or someone on his Twitter account reached out to Jake, basically apologizing for what he went through, saying it obviously affected him and offering him a cash sum of money. In the same video as well, they also talk about someone called Delaware, who is an alleged sex offender that MrBeast actually hired at one point, even after allegedly knowing his past convictions.
But when I was there, they called him Delaware. He's like, why do you call him Delaware? I didn't know. Apparently, they called him Delaware because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware. That's his nickname? colloquially, like, you know, it's Delaware, don't ask him why, you know?
And then the third video, which, like I mentioned earlier, has a lot less traction than the previous videos, that talks about alleged predators, sex offenders, and abusers that MrBeast had let into his company. Again, all allegedly. And apparently as well, there's sort of like boys club mentality within the workplace. Now, I do want to say I am glossing over a lot of what was brought up in these videos, a lot of the topics, because again, if I were to explain everything that happened within these videos, this video would probably end up being longer than Darkwood. I'm just trying to give like a little brief summary because obviously jumping into what's happening right now, it wouldn't really make a lot of sense to some people that haven't been caught up on the entire Beast allegation universe. Again, I'm sure many of you already know this. Many of you are already caught up, but like I've said earlier, the internet highway, it moves incredibly quickly, especially when you go into places like TikTok and you'll just see like 7 news stories all happening like on the same day. So in the description of his last video, Dogpack basically said that he was waiting for MrBeast to address the allegations himself before dropping another video. Now, so far, MrBeast hasn't said anything himself, at least publicly. Mostly, he just went on with the launch of his product with KSI and Logan Paul. Lunchly, as we know, I have done let's say a couple videos talking about it. Now, there definitely was a very bizarre stalemate situation here. Ludwig basically said on a video that he talked to MrBeast personally and Jimmy was going to respond to these allegations when Dogpack released all of his videos. He was basically just waiting for Dogpack to fire all of his rounds, probably so he wasn't caught in like kind of a gotcha moment. So again, it's this awkward stalemate. MrBeast didn't really directly address it. He just went on to continue uploading as usual. Although I do want to point out there are some news articles at the minute that are basically saying that the allegations have actually affected his brand to the point that he's actually getting less views per video on average than he did before the allegations. And I know you're sick of it. I have done an insane amount of Lunchly videos, but the reason why I'm bringing it up is because when MrBeast announced the launch of Lunchly, which was basically a collab between Feastables, his chocolate bar, and Prime, the drink, and then some food mixed between, people that probably forgot about the MrBeast drama were actually reminded, wait, doesn't this guy have allegations that he didn't actually address yet? What's up with that? And that's one of the reasons why I think personally Lunchly got a lot of hate. It would have definitely been criticized anyway as a cash grab, but it was definitely supercharged because a lot of people were reminded because of him launching a brand that MrBeast exists, and also he has current allegations that have gone unaddressed. And probably as well on top of that, the fact that it was tied in with Logan Paul. Oh god, I'm tired. Now, I can talk about the whole Dan TDM thing with Lunchly for the 50 billionth time. I'm not going to bother. I'll just show it on screen. You've already seen it. But one YouTuber in particular who was definitely talking about this a lot was Rosanna Pansino. So if you don't know who Rosanna is, she's a YouTube veteran. She's been on the platform for an incredibly long time. I thought I was an old head for doing YouTube like 6-7 years, but some of her videos go back like 10 to 12 years. If you sort by her most popular videos, you can see that 10 years ago, she was getting sometimes hundreds of millions of views. It was basically like kind of cake, food craft kind of content, making a cake look like Elsa from Frozen. Now, to clarify, Rosanna is not a drama channel. She's not a commentary channel. She was originally known for making pretty wholesome, uplifting content. But despite that, she still became one of like the most outspoken critics against MrBeast and his company. Now, for context here, Rosanna did actually participate in a MrBeast video. It was a hide and seek challenge. Now, Rosanna originally in the video ended up coming 3rd place. But despite coming in that place, she was actually swapped out in post with another creator. Now, after that, she was already talking about how it was incredibly unfair that she was swapped out last minute. But what I think has happened is behind the scenes, a lot of people have reached out to her privately, basically saying, okay, I've had problems with MrBeast, I've had problems with this company, and she's using basically her huge platform to voice other people's concerns. And this all culminated when, like I said at the start, she's reaching out to the FBI regarding MrBeast, which for me is crazy because with like YouTube drama and allegations and stuff, the most that happens is you get a video made on you or you get like a copyright claim or something. But going to the FBI, I genuinely don't think that has ever happened before. So Rosanna has made a lot of videos being critical of MrBeast, like for example, Lunchly found some mold in it, and so did a lot of other creators as well. But more recently, she's uploaded a video going over with Dogpack404, who also made the MrBeast Exposed videos, going over an alleged Telegram group chat, a work group chat between MrBeast and his employees. This chat also includes Ava Tyson, who obviously doesn't work with the MrBeast company anymore for very obvious reasons. Now, there are a lot of edgy jokes in this group chat. There's a lot of sexual jokes as well. I do want to say, by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to go over the video itself in much greater detail. But again, now, just for context, I'm giving like the Spark Notes version of everything. Now, Rosanna's main criticism is this is a work group chat, and these conversations were inappropriate and unprofessional, especially especially when the target audience of MrBeast content is children. Dogpack and her also go over a Minecraft video that he did, where he played with a 16-year-old, making like suggestive comments and jokes.
You can also get a 50-gallon drum of lube.
Did he just say a 50-gallon drum of lube?
Yeah.
That's like P. Diddy level. This reminds me of P. Diddy where they found all the baby oil. So he's making lube jokes with like a 16-year-old. That's not appropriate anywhere, but that's definitely not appropriate in the workplace.
So the TLDR, which I'll go over later in the video, is there were really inappropriate conversations in a private work chat. But more importantly, there were some pretty telling images of Ava as well, like the way that she was behaving in the chat, which on their own would have definitely been weird and questionable, but I think it's more the fact that we already know what she's been exposed for, and then this on top of that, it really just kind of portrays the kind of character that she was. And as we know, Rosanna, who was sent these by an apparent MrBeast insider, has taken all of these conversations from this group chat and forwarded it to the FBI. Now, will the FBI actually do anything? I'll be honest, probably not. I would be very, very surprised if they actually took action against this. I mean, MrBeast is a big name. He's a household name. But I think with the way how law enforcement works, I don't think any action would be taken. That's me personally. I could be completely proven wrong and they actually do look into it. And then MrBeast in court will probably just say, Your Honor, my defense, the boys group chat got leaked. Now, there is one very small point in that video which a lot of people have brought up. So about 5 minutes into the video, Dogpack alleges that Ava sends a pretty sexual, partially nude photo of what is supposed to be a 13-year-old girl.
So Ava Tyson sends a photo of a young-looking girl in a sheer top.
And then he also backs that up with an actual screenshot. And then below that, you can see Ava herself saying that she believes that this is a 13-year-old girl.
So this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13. Ava thought that this was possibly a 13-year-old, and she's posting it in a work chat. And then I've done a reverse image search, and I mean, it seems plausible that it is.
Now, one thing I do want to point out in this first is you'll notice the blur around it, how it appears like before the image actually appears. They did censor this image out in the video, but they didn't like censor it out enough. So they've then actually had to use the YouTube studio to go ahead and censor the entire thing out. And in that screenshot, Ava is basically alleging that this is a 13-year-old girl and it is Ivanka Trump. Now, Dogpack says in the video it could be Ivanka, and he thinks that there's a resemblance, but obviously he's not sure and he can't actually 100% confirm that.
A lot of people on the internet are labeling this picture as Ivanka Trump. I can't find any definitive proof that it is, but
it looks like her.
It does look like her.
Whether it is or not, he obviously criticizes Ava for sending an image like that in a work chat, you know, under the impression that it was an explicit photo of a 13-year-old.
Yeah, it looks bad. And I can't confirm or deny if it is. I mean, it seems plausible to me, but either way, like having Ava Tyson saying, oh, this photo is allegedly Ivanka Trump when she's 13, and it's clearly sexually explicit. You can, you know, she's wearing a see-through top.
I'm just not really sure why you would share an image like that at all, specifically in a work chat as well. But there was actually a clarification. Shortly after this video went out, Dogpack actually ended up putting a tweet out. Now, he does say that he looked it up and he found out that this image was Ivanka Trump, but she wasn't 13. She was actually 18, and it was taken for a British GQ magazine shoot. This photo shoot happened all the way back in April 2000. So she was an adult, and basically everything was above board. The reason why it was so hard to find this image is because it was an old image, not that it was an illegal image. So obviously Dogpack was criticized for like even implying that it was a 13-year-old. I mean, to be fair, in that tweet, he basically did a massive self-report. You know, he didn't try to like double down or anything like that. Now, in the tweet, he did defend himself because he said that in the video, he never actually said explicitly that Ava was sending images of a 13-year-old. You know, he was still saying that it could be Ivanka, not it is Ivanka. Now, this leaves Dogpack in a very awkward situation because what's happened now is possibly he could be open to a libel lawsuit. And I think at the minute, Rosanna and Dogpack have a lot of backing behind them. There are a lot of people that don't like MrBeast. But I also think at the same time, if they make one single mistake or one single error, that can then be used to try to, you know, tear apart any allegations they've had so far. And people were also quick to point out that Dogpack has made an error in the past as well. There was a specific person he talked about at one point called James Warren, who he alleges that had a past charge of domestic violence. Shortly after these accusations, he actually walked back these claims. That was a tweet all the way back on the 5th of September. The charges are real, but they apparently belong to an entirely different James Warren. But at the time, he claimed that they belonged to the James that worked at the MrBeast company because of all the jokes people would make about him around the workplace. Now, this isn't a video to attack Dogpack or try to, like, you know, debase him or anything, but I do think if you're going up against like a titan of a YouTuber with allegations, you need to make sure that every single accusation, allegation you have is completely watertight, because if one of them isn't, they will definitely use that against you as a counterpoint. Now, this is obviously an ongoing situation. I have no idea what's going to happen next. I'm not sure if the FBI are actually going to get involved or not. Obviously, Rosanna is still continuing to make videos on MrBeast. Between Dogpack and MrBeast, there is, like I said earlier, a little bit of a stalemate there. I'm not sure if MrBeast is going to address anything. He might do it in a video. He might do it in a tweet, or, you know, imagine MrBeast doing a response to Twit longer. It's obviously a weird situation because you've got Dogpack, who is one person, going up against MrBeast, this entire company. And then MrBeast, who is the head of his company, also any choice that he makes will heavily impact his company. It could affect the employees, you know, people like on the board, the MrBeast chair board, if there is one. I think the only way I can really round off this video is by doing like a little summary of my stream, basically reacting to the Rosanna and Dogpack video, going over this group chat, because again, it is just such an ongoing situation. I'm really not sure how to round off this video. Rosanna Pansino has reported Mr. Breast to the FBI over allegedly leaked group chats between his co-workers. His group chats include racial slurs, inappropriate jokes about minors, and other explicit material. The messages from Telegram. Why are you using Telegram? The only people that use Telegram are Russians and furries. Like, even I don't use Telegram. I mean, his views, I don't know if his views have taken much of a hit, because that's the real kryptonite. Like, if your views go down, it's over.
We're
7 days exploring an underground city. Ooh, 80. Okay, am I cooked, or is 80 mil in 2 weeks for MrBeast bad? I just like that comparison though. I like 80, like saying 80 mil is bad, and then meanwhile, like, Darkwood is only on, like, what is it, on 4.2? Like, it's just, it's so crazy how, like, inflated, okay, wrong word, how distorted, like, the YouTube landscape is, saying that 80 million views is low. I don't even think kids enjoy the content. I don't know. It's like whenever I go around to like a family member's house and they've got like a really young niece or nephew or something like that, they're always on the iPad and they're usually watching MrBeast or like Coco Melon. And then you take the iPad off them. It's like, no, don't watch that. I saw this one guy. I went around to a mate's house and he had a friend, and the friend's kid was there who was like 6 years old. And she was on an iPad playing Roblox, which is like fairly normal as long as, like, you know, the parents watching, right? Wait, no, she wasn't. Oh my god, yes, she was 6. Isn't it like 13 to use that game as well? Okay, wait, that's bad. But the point I was trying to make is, like, as long as they're like parents are supervising, that's fine. But the real point I'm trying to make is she was playing Roblox on this iPad, but then she had a TikTok compilation playing on the top right of the screen, like Subway Surfers. And I was like, there is... Bro, Gen Alpha is going to be the first generation where more people have attention deficit hyperactive disorder than don't. Like, this is going to be like engineered ADHD, man.
Also, I want to give you a quick trigger warning. Anti-Semitism, incest, and one message even allegedly contains a sexually explicit photo of a 13-year-old child. Again, this is a work chat. I'll be releasing many of these chat messages as I sort through them over the next few weeks, but today I'm just going to focus on showing that MrBeast...
It's so strange. It's content made entirely for attention. No lessons, no morals, or anything. It's just fine. Yeah, I think Drew Gooden made a very good video about, like, how everyone is, like, fighting for your attention now. He made a very good video on that. Yeah, I think everyone kind of gets that kind of, like, oh, the boys group chat got leaked. But obviously, if it's a work chat as well, that's still, like, kind of...
allegedly supporting Shadman, an artist famous...
You know what? When you look me up on Google, the first result is me with a guy dressed up as Shadman. Like, are you actually joking me? Also, fatty alert. What the hell is that? Got a car tire there. Jesus. I like how people ran with it like it actually was him as well. Like, yeah, no, I definitely met up with him like 7 years ago. Could you imagine, though, like, how normalized it was that people actually cosplayed as him as well? That era of YouTube was so different, man. Nice fupa. Okay. I was a little bit chubby, bro. It's not a fupa.
Ava was also accused of grooming a minor that she met through MrBeast. In July, MrBeast released the following statement. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations.
This is old. Oh, yeah, back in July. I'm almost positive Ava was seen in a video with a mask on. I keep hearing that rumor, eh? Like, I saw it on TikTok, but the problem is everyone on TikTok even thought it was a reach. I saw like one TikTok of it that had like 5k likes, which isn't a lot. And then all the comments were like, nah, you're reaching. Because whoever it was didn't even have the same like body shape. But I swear, like, okay, not to be the breast advocate here, but like, could you imagine how stupid he'd be to have someone that like got accused of all of this and still having them in videos in some form, like in the background, like even on site? That is the stupidest thing you could ever do. I don't think he's that stupid. I genuinely don't.
This statement received significant backlash because people thought Mr. Beast's claim of only
One guy in chat called me a glazer. It's like the one time I'm like, okay, that's maybe not the truth. And instantly get called a glazer.
I personally don't even think he wrote that statement. I think it was put out by his spokesperson or publicist.
I did talk about this as well. I noticed that when Rosanna did the video talking about the lunchly that had mold in it, they put out like a statement, or they put out a statement by no, I think Dexerto or some news company, they contacted an insider on the MrBeast team, and then they basically said, what did they say? Cite the source or something? They're basically making it out that Rosanna was like a really unreliable narrator, and it's like, oh, she's just a rentoid, like just ignore her. Like, I definitely think that Rosanna has a grudge against MrBeast, definitely. Like, I mean, kind of justified to be fair, but at the same time, like, it's not like she put the mold in there. And then as well, there's been other streamers and other creators that have also found mold in Lunchly. So it's not like, if Rosanna was the only example, it's like, okay, I mean, maybe. But there's been so many people that have found mold since. And then they just joked about it on the podcast. You just had like Logan Paul saying, I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Shadman poster hanging up in his house in the living room, like as a centerpiece.
It's the fact that he's looking at it as well. Like, it's just the most awfully timed photo imaginable.
And it remained in his house after Ava moved out. You can see it in this video. On top of that, MrBeast was active on the Discord chats where Ava was accused of grooming minors.
Okay, so Ro's not going to know what a lot of this stuff is, like Garfield vor art, so I'm going to walk her through some of this stuff. First,
Garfield?
Yeah, Garfield. We're going to get to it. It's really fun.
Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite comics.
Me too.
Garfield got ruined for me because people just keep tagging me in like art where Garfield is really inflated. Like that's the only thing I know about Garfield now.
That John Smith in these chat logs is MrBeast. We've had this confirmed
Look, you're already mentioning it, guys. I know the chat's on the delay and you're already mentioning it. Crazy.
by multiple former employees. He changed his name on Telegram at some point after. I'll just show some messages to show that John Smith is Jimmy. Here he's saying he got exposed after
I got exposed.
Keemstar called him a simp on Twitter, and then here he gets tagged as Jimmy by someone else.
Why is he called John Smith? Is that just like a bit that he was doing, or have they renamed him? If this is him, obviously.
Of course I knew that. Every time I text Keem about drama, he tells me to f off and that he's known for 23 hours.
I want to point out really quick, MrBeast and Keemstar are really close friends. They text, they talk all the time. You'll see them communicating and talking with each other.
They're best gambling friends. Here's another MrBeast chat where John Smith is asked what his...
I keep hearing these rumors that MrBeast is like he made his money not from YouTube ad revenue but from gambling. I've heard that from like 3 different really big content creators now. Obviously, again, like I do want to say the source, my ass. Like I have no proof of that. It could be complete BS. But it's just crazy. Like anytime I bring up MrBeast, it's like, oh yeah, he got big from like professional gambling.
Ava Tyson tags Jimmy with a video showing a Tesla Model X Plaid, and then Jimmy, who drives, or John Smith, sorry.
One and the same.
John Smith said that wasn't me, haha.
Okay, I'm really worried there because I feel that this was censored in post in the YouTube studio, and I think it just flashed on stream for like an actual frame, so that wasn't even censored properly. I'm not going back to check, believe me.
This isn't a work chat.
So Ava Tyson sends a photo of a young-looking girl in a sheer top.
Ivanka Trump when she was 13.
Yeah, and the message reads, so this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13. Ava thought
It's not actual nudity, right? Like even without the filter? Like there's no way they just put that in a YouTube video.
that this was possibly a 13-year-old, and she's posting it in a work chat. And then I've done a reverse image search, and I mean, it seems plausible that it is.
Why would you ever send somebody a picture of a 13-year-old topless?
A lot of people on the internet are labeling this picture as Ivanka Trump. I can't find any definitive proof that it is, but
That looks like her.
it does look like her. But like, yeah, it looks bad. And I can't confirm or deny if it is. I mean, it seems plausible to me, but either way, like having Ava Tyson saying, oh, this photo is allegedly Ivanka Trump when she's 13, and it's clearly sexually explicit. You can, you know, she's wearing a see-through top. That's insane.
That is wildly inappropriate and just insane for a company.
Yeah, there is the boys group chat, and then there's that. You know, like they're saying edgy stuff in private with the boys.
The animation
and then there's that, which is like kind of... Would you not be worried about like surely if you send something like that as well, if what they're saying is true, like, would it not just like automatically tip a filter? Like, I know like people use Telegram because of like deleted messages, but I hear like every week people getting arrested that are using Telegram.
I don't know if any of you guys.
Like, I got told by my mate who works in the police that, you know, like WhatsApp and stuff, how it's all encrypted. They can still read your messages. Like, it's not encrypted. Just means like, it means nothing, basically. It's just a fancy word to make you think what you're sending is more safe than what it actually is. Like, if you get flagged, law enforcement can get access to all your messages, everything you've sent.
Guys have not entered the workforce. Don't do that. And as we go through these messages, I just want to remind everyone that Jimmy is in.
Insane group chat situation is insane. Yeah, if I did a Pyro Live video, that's what I'd call it.
Also, here's the Department of Justice website. Citizen's Guide to U.S. Federal Law on CP.
Yeah, we're saying CP because YouTube, they flag you and all that stuff.
And I'll read this for you.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
Images of CP are not protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal contraband under federal law.
I saw this news report actually talking about this. It came up on my TikTok in the Daily Mail, which is a garbage site for news, by the way. But there was a guy in Northern Ireland, and he was 26, and he got arrested for, like, he was basically harassing thousands of children, getting pictures of them and stuff that were, like, suggestive. He would pretend to LARP as a child, get pictures of them, and then he would use those pictures as blackmail. And one of these girls actually took their own life with, like, her dad's gun. And then months later, the dad got so depressed, he took his own life as well. And they found, like, let me see if I can find this story. It's awful. Like, there's not even any funnies here. Northern Irish man jailed for life after abusing. It was 70. My bad. It was 70, but they think there could be hundreds, but there's no way to prove it. It wasn't thousands, it was hundreds. So he'd pretend to be like a child. 183 charges. And he actually had to plead guilty to manslaughter because he basically led that girl to taking her own life. And then the dad obviously took his own life just because of like the pain he was going through. Like, this guy was doing it with people in America, New Zealand. He posed as a young girl to befriend other girls. You know what the crazy thing is as well? He only got 20 years. This guy's 26. He's younger than me. Like, he's only going to be middle-aged when he gets out. And then knowing the UK, he'll probably get out in like 12 years on good behavior. Yeah, that was an awful story, man. Yeah, the UK court system with like child sex crimes is just actually a joke. It's like you genuinely just get like a little slap on the wrist for it.
Agreed.
Let's see if Jimmy knew about Ava's concerning behavior. June of 2021, he sends a message of an anime called Higihiro. It says, "I bet Chris would love this show." Why?
What's this show about?
Well, it's interesting that you ask because
I could just already tell. I can already tell, like, the girl's underage.
The show is about a romantic relationship between a 26-year-old salaryman and a 17-year-old high school runaway. It's well known online to be a controversial anime. And this anime is based on even more explicit novels that go into the details of this romantic relationship between adult and an
I like to imagine when you pay for Crunchyroll, there's like, you click on a certain anime and then you'll just immediately put on a watch list. It's like a honeypot.
Why specifically this anime out of all animes out there? I've heard there's a lot of different animes out there.
There is, and Ava is well versed in all of them. Here's some chat messages talking about we're all second-year high schoolers, and now we are having orgasms. This steak is so bomb.
So once again, referencing underage sexual situations.
Which is going to be a common theme through these
Alex still makes videos. Nah, he had a video made on him by Jay Aubrey.
messages.
Which is apparently very important for a work chat.
Again, sexually explicit meme about Violet from
No!
The Incredibles.
Oh no!
He also engaged with a meme on Twitter of Violet throwing her backpack, and he responded, "Low-key, she cute." And a reminder, Violet is a fictional character that's 14 years old.
I love The Incredibles. This is an adorable movie.
This is why you never thirst over any character on Twitter unless it's your own. So this person made this fan art, very nice fan art. I replied saying "holy," and that was it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Because when you know it's your character, then it's like, okay, there is no ambiguity there at all.
That I watch with my nephews, and I agree she is cute, but I don't think Tyson is saying she's cute the way I'm thinking she's cute.
Well, here, I'll explain the meme to you.
This looks like, what's the rule on the internet where they take something and they turn it into
Rule
porn?
34.
This is Rule 34ing a cute little 14-year-old character.
Yeah.
What is the meme?
Do you get it?
I don't get it.
So it's imagining a 14-year-old with nipple piercings and a butt plug.
Normal.
What is Tyson and Mr. Beast doing at work?
Grooming minors in a Discord, apparently. There's another meme.
Messed up.
Posted by Ava. I didn't know she was 12. Tell it to the judge, bub. It's a Roblox meme. Here's another one from...
Why would you post that yourself? Why would you, after that as well, why would you... It's almost like self-awareness.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a
bad.
ton of Nazi symbols. One thing that really bothers
Thanks for pointing that out. I had no idea.
me is that when you look at the dates of these chats, this is when Jimmy was already mainstream. This is when his videos are getting millions of views. He's claiming to be like really family friendly. He's working with a lot of creators like myself.
This is a good point she brings up, though. I feel like a lot of creators, the more wholesome they are, the more degenerate they are, like in the background. Because that stuff is like the boys group chat being leaked. Obviously, the sexual stuff, no. That's really bad. That's really bad. But, you know, I feel like the more wholesome a creator is, the more edgy they're going to be behind the scenes. Because it's like, everyone's human, right? If they don't let that kind of like, that edginess and that frustration, that anger out somewhere, they're going to implode. Like no one is that nice on camera and then that nice like in person. There's no way. They need to vent it out somewhere. Well, Paro, you're really nice. I don't think so. I mean, I vent it out through commissioning art, so you're a wholesome creator. I would not say I'm a wholesome creator at all. I think I have a couple moments of like being genuine and stuff and like, you know, talking about like mental health and stuff like that, but like I would not say I'm a wholesome creator at all. Dude, all the videos I talk about on the main channel are like depressed people killing themselves. Like, I would not say I'm a wholesome creator. Thank you, GLaDOS, for the 5 months.
In person, and they're around kids. In my opinion, I'll just put it out there, I don't think Jimmy and his friends like this should be around women and children.
These Telegram chats are for employees only, but Ava was posting similar things in the Discord, and then the Discord got scrubbed. And it's like what it's doing is like normalizing adults talking sexually to children. Even if it's like, oh, it's a joke. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're still exposing sexual content to children. You're normalizing it to them, which is like the first step of grooming.
Cry of Fear was wholesome. The good ending in Cry of Fear is he guns down 2 policemen to stop him from like killing his girlfriend, his doctor, and then himself. So I don't know about that.
I really don't like the Nazi symbols. That really bothers me too, because my grandfather, he was a Marine and he fought against Nazis. I just hate it. Taking cute little games and then making them all hateful.
You're gonna have a bad day today. Here's another message from Ava Tyson, where she posts a screenshot of a similar female creator, and it's a slip saying, Alinity is still not banned.
Very crucial to the work.
Alinity has done so many things. It's actually crazy. I still remember the throwing the cat situation.
Anime figurine called Raphtalia. Now, what's interesting about this character, it seems like it's technically a 10-year-old, but her body morphs. So there's like an adult version and a child version, but she's always mentally a child.
Is this her first time using the internet? Oh, I was going to comment on it, but you need to keep in mind that she's from a different, like, part of the internet, not the kind of edgy part. Like, you know, like she's known for making cakes and stuff. It's a completely different, you can't think that the part of the internet that you're from, therefore applies to everyone else, like every other aspect of the internet.
Lolly stuff, I guess. Here's a message from Jimmy himself. I guess it's a meme of a fake video saying, I filled my brother's house with cum and bought him a new one.
Oh, gross.
Did he make that joke?
I guess it's a meme of a fake video saying, I filled my brother's house with cum and bought him.
Okay. Mr. Beast actually self-aware? That's him. Okay. That makes me think that isn't him. There's no way he's making a self-aware joke.
My new one.
Oh, gross. Hey, at least we're not talking about children for once, but I think maybe if you know you have a child.
I guess that's why he's called Mr. Beast.
That one's actually funny,
By the way.
Audience, and you're being invited to like the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards because of your large.
God. Okay, I know it's not relevant.
Because of your large child. Being invited to like the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
I know it's not relevant, but God, Chris, what are you wearing, bro? This reminds me, I played this on stream before, but it reminds me of that speech Young Lean gave where it's like, just because you wear like Gucci and Burberry and that doesn't mean you know how to dress. You can splash loads of money on like how to dress, but it doesn't mean you're gonna look good. Mr. Breast literally looks better, and he's just wearing like a black... Oh, yeah, the overdress in there is crazy. To be fair, Burberry is so hard to pull off though, man. I got like a Burberry coat, and I never wear it because I look like two children stacked on top of each other trying to get into a cinema.
Words because of your large child audience, maybe knowing that this kind of stuff is not appropriate and gross.
My issue with this is that an anonymous Mr. Beast employee told Soggy Cereal that I was being creepy because I suggested a video for breast cancer awareness about buying 1,000 boobs. Which, like, maybe not the most professional way to phrase it, you know, it's a little clickbaity or whatever, but like the actual video is supposed to be paying for mastectomies and cosmetic surgeries for breast cancer survivors.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. They're calling you creepy because of that?
Well,
how did she get the receipts? She said at the beginning of the video that she was sent it by like a source, like an insider.
This video, he shows a message from an anonymous employee saying that stuff that creeped out coworkers.
Okay, heavily disagree.
I wanted to do actual philanthropy. My manager wanted to do, you know, we saved a village from a tsunami, whoa.
And it's just them off camera with a hose. What I think is great.
I'm not saying this about Mr. Beast manager because I don't know him, but like some managers for big YouTubers can be absolutely psychotic. Like whenever a YouTuber makes a really dumb decision, there's a chance that it's the manager that's had a hand to play in it, because some of these like LA types, they are psychos, because obviously they're not a personality, they're not a face, that's removed for them. So all they see is analytics. It's like, we need more views. We need more money. We need it now.
The world, if there was more Garfield Vor art. Have you heard of Vor?
No, that sounds like it's from the future.
I don't want chat saying a thing right now. I don't want chat saying a thing.
Maybe. It's like that you watch where people are eating each other or something, or like illustrated. I don't know. Hold on, we have the definition here. Let me just read the definition straight from dictionary.com. It's a fetish.
Imagine he just self-reported too much, like he knew exactly what it was. It's like, oh, let me play dumb for a second. Okay, chat, I get it, okay? I get it. I'm not standing up. I get it.
We're like, we don't kink shame some of that fun, weird stuff, you know, but I feel like this
Okay, I actually respect Rosanna a lot more now. She doesn't kink shame.
Is crazy.
Yeah.
Eating people, that's cannibal stuff. Why?
Joker taking a long drag of the cigarette. You wouldn't get it.
Greedy cummies.
What does cummies mean? Is that just cum?
Oh, you think it's cum?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Age.
Emission of semen or female?
None of my friends do that, by the way. Just let you know, we talk a lot at brunch and that's never come up. Oh my gosh,
What?
it's just
Sex offenders, sex midfielders, and sex defenders.
and a sex goal.
Why would you post this stuff, man? Like, what are you doing?
Discord, and she's posting about children referencing sexually explicit topics.
I just don't know why you would do it in a work chat as well to begin with, and then just not understand that this could all be leaked and used against you. Like, there is no sense of professionalism at all. You know, because you could chalk a lot of it up to like being, okay, it's the boys group chat. Oh my God, they posted the Austrian painter. Oh my God. But then there is like the, you know, the anime stuff, the Violet stuff like that. And then it's like, okay, this is pretty fucking bad. And it's like, you know, one instance is like, oh, that's pretty bad. But it's like that pattern of behavior, right? Like with the Shadman art on the wall and stuff. Like, yeah, it's inexcusable.
Circle, because
I do wonder genuinely like what will happen to Ava now. Like, she can never show her face on the internet again, ever. There's no way you can come back from something like this, I feel. Unless she did the whole response of like, oh, I was young, I was stupid, because these messages, like, some of them are like 4 years old. But even then, it's like, eh.
A Mr. Beast giveaway. The giveaway was also a knife, which is bizarre because he was, what, 13 at the time?
that is so dangerous. That knife.
I had so many of those, like, elemental knives as a kid. I kept trying to get, like, a butterfly knife in the UK, and it kept being stopped at customs, because you can't have any, like, concealable knives.
People in the Discord saying, I did not expect to see memes and hentai. I should have expected hentai, knowing Beast likes Shadman. Like,
That's awful. I remember when the Mr. Beast chat or the Mr. Beast server was leaked, there was someone in, you know, like all those messages that got leaked, there was someone that mentioned in the chat, we've got the real pyrocynical here. And I looked at that message and I was like, what the fuck are you on about? I've never been in that server in my entire life. And I'm not sure whether it was some guy that was like impersonating me or something, you know, like the average British person that does like a deep voice and it's like, hey guys, it's me, pyrocynical. But yeah, that was whiplash seeing that message.
true. I mean, to be honest, the internet's full of porn anyway. So like me posting more memes to children doesn't really make a difference. Chris goes on to say, what am I, a parent?
Tyson is a parent now. I mean, not then, but is now.
Laments the cleansing of the Discord, where they got rid of most of the inappropriate stuff. Appear in videos when he was 16, still a minor.
But like me personally, I refuse to employ anyone that's under 18. I think that's just like bad work practice.
Okay, so you didn't know what dick flattening was. You didn't know what Garfield 4 art is.
No, I've learned a
but
lot
you must
today.
know what drag.
Off topic, but her tea set is what? What? Okay, wait a minute. I need to process that.
I've learned a lot
You
today.
must know what Dragon's fucking cars is.
Oh, Dragon's fucking cars. I've heard about that. I think Critical made a video on that like years ago. Like that even to me, that is something so ridiculous. It cannot be a kink, right? I feel like stuff like that, it's such a specific kink that it's obviously only like 5 people that are into it. Like, okay, here's a good example, right? Here's a good example. I have seen someone multiple times when I commission art, and then I see art that this artist has done. I go through their profile. There's this one guy, and I think he's the only person in the world to have this kink. It's a robot that's really fat, and it's like malfunctioning. It's like breaking down. Like you'll have like an Assaultron or something, and it's like bent over and it's fat, and it's like all the sparks are coming out from its back. And I think the turn on is like it's malfunctioning. I don't really understand it, but it's so obvious that there's only one guy on earth with that kink, and he's going around commissioning all these artists to fulfill his kink. No, it's not me. I don't understand the malfunctioning part. That doesn't make any sense. It's not me.
This is the hardest message to read from Ava Tyson in these messages.
That's not a good picture.
Oh my gosh, being your little brother would be
Oh god, it's 4chan. It's over.
so fucking hot. I'd hold my ear to your door at the odd hours of the night, hoping and praying to catch the soft moans of my little naughty sister. I would creep my eye to the under door crack and watch the shadows of you move.
It's a blue board post as well. How is he not banned by a mod for that?
My small teeny boy penis, and afterwards I'll masturbate furiously to those as a fond memory.
Very normal, very normal, very
How
normal.
the hell could Jimmy say he doesn't know?
That's not even something that's like, that's so bad it's funny. That's just, it's just awful. Rosanna files FBI report. What did she do? Did she just go on that like tipping website where they don't do anything? I've reported what I found and my concerns to the authorities at FBI. Hopefully they will look into these Mr. Beast Telegram company chat logs and other concerns. She did not provide specific details about the content of the alleged chat logs, leaving many followers speculating about the nature of the issues involved. The FBI has not confirmed any specific investigation or response to Pansino's report. However, her call for an investigation reflects growing awareness of responsibility among high-profile content creators. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Mr. Beast, man. It's not looking good. There is a YouTuber that I've known for well over a decade.